I understand what a stressful situation it is. It's very nice that you're all here at a time like this. We all want your father to transition as peaceful as possible.
It's nice that it's us. This is the way it should be, the way he would want it. Yeah.
You don't find that strange? Once we get here, she steps back from all responsibility?
Your life is perfect. You got your kid. Probably gonna pop out a bunch more.
No, nothing pops. There's no popping. That's not the way it is.
Okay, whatever. It looks like popping to me.
Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for the new Netflix film, His Three Daughters. This is a movie that actually premiered in 2023 at festivals, but it's finally been released in Netflix in 2024. It is rated R with a runtime of 1 hour and 41 minutes. And as of the recording of this video, we have a Rotten Tomato score of 98% from the critics, 86% from the audience, and a Letterboxd average rating of 3.9 stars. The film stars Carrie Coon as Katie, Natasha Lyonne as Rachel, and Elizabeth Olsen as Christina. As the name of the film implies, these are the three daughters that we follow. In this film, emotions run high when three estranged sisters reunite in a cramped New York apartment to watch over their ailing father in his final days. So yeah, whenever it comes to the scope of the film, I feel like it's a very small piece in time, but it is fantastic. Just excellent type of filmmaking. So we're gonna get into it. I think this film is just a masterclass in intimate filmmaking, proving that sometimes the smallest stories can have such a profound emotional impact. This film just takes a close, unflinching look at a grief and loss and the complicated dynamics of family, all while delivering just a powerful and deeply personal experience. I think at its core, this film is a character-driven exploration, with each scene just kind of peeling back the layers, showing us the emotion, the trauma, some of the unspoken tension among these siblings who have come together to face this tragedy, right? We kind of get dropped into this film in media res, so like there's no really a lot of backup story. Everything just kind of very naturally develops in the film. The narrative is very stripped down. There's no grand plots or twist or anything extravagant. This is just a very raw film. But the emotions are just sky high. I think even though the film's a small scope centers on just a few days, these are life-altering events and decisions for these characters. And that's kind of what builds the tension. You know, it kind of builds quietly in the background, but relentlessly nonetheless. And once the story starts, there's just no looking away. I turned this movie on just to check if it was already on Netflix. All I was gonna do was check this morning, like at 7 a.m. Is this a movie already out on Netflix? Because I saw some people talking about it, and I was very much looking forward to it after seeing some of the marketing with these three fantastic performers that I really enjoy. Specifically, I love Carrie Coon. I'm a big fan of hers. So once I saw that it was on there, I was like, okay, let me play a few minutes just to catch the vibe. And once I started, I could not stop. So this to me feels like an actor's film in every sense of the word. Like the performances here are nothing short of phenomenal. Each performer just delivering nuanced, heartbreakingly real portrayals of characters caught in these moments of personal and shared grief. It's a little bit of an ensemble work that draws you in, right? There's different pieces that fit together at different points of the film, and I think that's really fun. Even if the subject matter itself it's pretty heartbreaking. It draws you in, making you kind of like a silent observer, like a little fly on the wall in the lives of these people. But it doesn't feel intrusive in any way. I don't think these characters don't need like big speeches to convey their pain. It's more like the subtle things, a little glance, a tremor, a little outburst, just those little things. Or maybe even in some moments, a smile or a tear dropping down their cheek. I think all that stuff just kind of speaks volumes. The film just very well done, very restrained, which is, I think, something very powerful when it's applied properly. And each actor just embodying the complex emotion of the story without ever feeling like they're overplaying their hand. I think another thing that sets this movie apart is just its ability to take something so specific, right? A family that's on the verge of grappling with an imminent loss. It makes it feel kind of universal. There's a lot of themes of guilt, regret, love, the need for closure, and it's all handled with great care. That it's impossible not to be engaged and moved by all this stuff. Despite all this, and despite this modest setup in the film, I think the weight just really hits hard. It resonates and it lingers even after the credits roll. Like I was still, it was just a great way to start the day to get things going in my head. So that was really, I just was not expecting to be as engaged as I was with this film. I think this film is obviously just an early contender for the award season, and I believe it's rightfully so. It's a combination of just the stellar acting, really focused and tightly, the direction is very tight, and just an emotionally rich storytelling. It makes it a standout amongst a lot of the things that I've seen so far. So I have no doubt that this movie will be part of the conversation come early next year. So, although this film may be a small piece of a story, and even though it's not uh, full of twists, turns, or anything like that, um, I think it's one of those rare films that just feels like it's a character examination that's going to stay with the viewer for a little while, reminding you of all those common themes of the bonds of family and the bittersweet nature of love and loss and the relationships that we have with others and how they kind of feel about us as well. So, yeah, highly recommend you check this out. Every once in a while, Netflix. I'm so upset that the theatrical release for this was just taken off so soon and sudden. But yeah, I could not find this film anywhere nearby, and there's a lot of pretty big size theaters in my area. So, but glad to have seen it on Netflix now. So highly recommend you check it out. With under 2 hours, you'll really feel like you get just such a really interesting and beautiful experience. So highly recommend you check out His Three Daughters. And if you have seen this film, let me know what did you think about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.